Now, this might not be breaking news since it broke last night, but I wanted to cover it anyway. And let me just fix my camera here. We're going to be talking about the latest in the pistol brace saga because it is definitely interesting, and I think you guys want to know about it. Okay. So the title says the pistol brace rule is officially dead. And you might be thinking it died a long time ago. And you are correct in saying that. Basically, what happened is in the Fifth Circuit, they said that the pistol brace rule is a violation of the Administrative Procedures Act and therefore vacated, which means that the rule is no longer in effect. At the time, this is Mock v. Garland. It's a FBC case. At the time, the government was going to appeal, and they did appeal the case, stating that the pistol brace rule does not violate the Administrative Procedures Act, and they could go ahead and pass a rule regulating pistol braces, or actually guns that pistol braces are attached to, which the government and the ATF said were short barreled rifles. They basically said that pistol braces was a loophole to try to get around the National Firearms Act of 1934, and therefore they're reclassifying any braced pistol as an SBR, short barreled rifle. So the rule came out, and they got immediately sued by multiple people. So the rule never went into full effect. I mean, no one was ever prosecuted. The ATF did give out free tax stamps and stuff. But now, as of yesterday, the government has entered into an agreement and dropped their appeal, which will mean that the rule will remain vacated and the rule is now officially dead. It's not coming back. It's dead. The agreement that they entered into dropped the appeal, and they are considering the vacator of the rule as the final judgment. There you go. Badass decision by the government to do, and it's the right one because it definitely was a violation of the APA. The APA is a law that sets up how you pass a rule and says what the government can and can't do. The government tried to argue that the pistol brace final rule was a logical outgrowth of the proposed rule, but nothing can be further from the truth. The proposed rule had a worksheet called Worksheet 4999, which basically was a point system to let you know if your gun with a brace qualified as an SBR or a braced pistol. When the final rule was unveiled, that was gone. They took a more holistic approach, which you know it if you see it thing. Basically, it would mean that almost every um it means that every pistol out there equipped with the brace is basically an SBR, unless it had a barrel longer than 16 inches. This was a decision, so this is so it wasn't like dismissed. It was the decision was to vacate the rule, and the government chose to enter into a consent agreement on the rule. So the government says, we are going to agree with this. We're going to drop the appeal and we're going to let the rule die. So, in order for the rule to come back, they would have to propose a new rule, which I would not put it past them if a Democrat gets back into office. But as of right now, we're back to where we were before the rule. The rule's not coming back. It is dead as of right now, which is a good thing. This was announced last night. I just didn't have the energy or time to do a video yesterday, so I did not do one. So it's not breaking news because it's over 12 hours. I consider anything under 12 hours to be like breaking news, but it's not really breaking news. It's it's less than 24 hours old, but yeah. Yeah, we're good for the next 3 years or so, but I would not put it past the Democrats to reintroduce some type of rule banning this. That's why we need to support the groups that are suing over the infringements of the NFA, such as Gun Owners of America in their case, which they teamed up with Palmetto State Armory, FRAC, Silencer Co., and Silencer Shop, and also the other case, which was brought by FBC, SAF, ASA, and a few others. We got to support both of those cases. Those two cases give us the biggest chance to dismantle at least part of the NFA, which will include silencers, suppressors, whatever you want to call them, and short barrel rifles and short barrel shotguns. I do think those cases have a good chance of winning because a purpose of a tax, according to the Constitution, is to generate revenue, and a 0% tax does not generate revenue and therefore should be unconstitutional. But we're gonna have to see how that plays out in court. But this is a good thing, and at least we no longer are living under the threat of the pistol brace rule coming back into effect, or at least the foreseeable future. Like I said, if the Democrats get back in the office, all bets are off. They'll probably introduce another rule, and we'll be back to square one again, where we have to fight all the way through. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that is it. Just want to make a quick video to let you guys know what is going on. It's a short video. There's a lot going on. Today is my son Matthew's 12th birthday. One more year before he becomes a teenager, and then the headache really begins, I think. Or at least that's what I hear. All right. So I'm going to go hang out with my kids. And with that, we are out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, there's many ways to do it down below. I would also encourage you to purchase stuff from Gideon Optics, JSD Supply, Patmos Slides, because if you haven't seen my last video, go watch my last video. But they're being sued for not selling a gun used in a crime. Don't really understand the logic behind that, but hey, what do I know? Just a guy on YouTube. With that, we're out of here. Thank you so much, and bye bye.